Hello to my Libras and happy full moon to my Libras. All right, Libras, let's get right into it. I weigh the Zodiac sign. I weigh the scales. You're balancing things out, right? So you're weighing things out within yourselves. You're ruled by Venus. You're a cardinal sign. You're about to take some kind of action. New and exciting love awaits. I love it. New and exciting love awaits. New and exciting love could be a hobby. It could be a person, place, or thing, right? It's not always, because if you're already in a relationship, then obviously you're not going for a new one, right? So it could be people, places, or things. A person, place, or thing. Let's get into it. All right. Yeah, you're weighing things and you're looking at, whether you're attached to other people's karma. You don't want to be connected to other people's karma, right? So you're weighing some things now, right? So these are things that people just feel like they just cannot come out of a particular cycle. So you want to stay focused. You want to stay focused. You want to be enlightened. You want to stay focused. You don't want to stay stuck in a particular, karmic cycle or whatever. So 279, synchronicity. Look for signs. Things that keep happening are connected, even if they don't seem to be. The recent patterns in your life are signals from your angels. Today, ask for follow-up signs and remember that angels speak with lots of repetition. Draw a second card later today to see what your angels have to say after you've spent some time paying more conscious attention, right? So 279. Alrighty, let's get into it. All right, Libras, let's go. The fairest in the land. Let's do it, Libras. Talking to you wherever Libra is in your birth chart. Wherever Libra is in your birth chart. Some stones may be of some uses for you all since we're in full moon energy right now, even though these readings are timeless. Opal may be good. It frees up energy. It enhances judgment. Jade is also good. It helps kidney functions. It bolsters courage to make compassionate decisions about some things. So let's get into it. Let's get into it, Libras. Let's go. Let's balance it out. Let's balance some things out. Right, let's balance it out. So you keep getting signs after signs after signs about some things in your own life, as far as your own karmic relationship with yourself, some things that just been kind of hard to detach from, hard for you to pull out your sword, right? Your sword, and just cut ties with some energies, both in your personal and your professional life, right? So that things can come easy to you. Remember, you are ruled by Venus, the goddess of love, pleasure, art, music, aesthetics. And so you may be a little indecisive when it comes to dealing with people who feel like everything comes easy to people. Especially if these are people that you love. But you're going to have to make the connection that some people feel like things come too easy for you. So as to say, you're going to have to step away from some things and really, really pray about some things. You're going to have to free yourself. Somebody's dealing with some energies who are shady. They like to cause division, and it could be some loved ones. And so you're going to have to, you could be in a karmic cycle within yourself, then you're attached to somebody else's karma who is immature. They act like a teenager. They act like everything is a competition for them. So it's saying you're going to have to make a decision and close out a cycle. Pray and meditate on something. Free yourself. This person right here is free. Free yourself of the shade. Sarcasm in the shade. It could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius involved in something, keeps baiting you into something and then turning around and switching up, dragging you into some mess. Right? Starting out with a warm conversation. Next thing you know, you don't know where things took or left. That's what you have in common with some people. So you don't know if you're in survival mode with certain people. See this number 8 right here? It's a karmic number. It looks like an infinity symbol right there on their arm. That's 8 is a karmic number. You're trying to go through a very powerful transformation. Last year was the year 8. So a lot of people, 2024, by the way, was a year of 8. 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. A lot of people are still trying to detach from karmic relationship. But the first karmic relationship you got to detach from is yourself, of just like over giving to energies who have that divisive spirit. They have that divisive spirit. They are not ready to do their own shadow work, so they drag everybody into it. And so Source is saying, You don't know whether to half believe them or not believe them. So Source is saying to you, listen, do yourselves a favor and run for the hills. No, do yourself a favor and pray and meditate on some things, right? Yeah, because this person right here could appear that they're running away from something, right? Or this person could be getting to their motorcycle to get focused, get ready to take a drive and just get focused, go out and get some fresh air. You cleanse by air. Just like this energy right here could cleanse by fire, and the sun is fire. They can go outside and do some sun bathing or sun cleansing by fire. Your element is air. So this person could appear they're running away from something, or it's a matter of perspective. Or this person could look like they're going towards their motorcycle, right? And cleansing by air. Getting some fresh air. Clearing their mind to get some fresh air, right? So yeah. And some energies have been ruthless. Some energies have been ruthless. But you free yourselves from the ruthlessness of energies who keep saying that you're indecisive, you can't make up your mind, and being shady about it, because you're not the only energy that they're shady with, right? They like to create division. So yeah, so you got to see things from a higher frequency. So it's just trying to help you see things from a higher frequency. You keep getting signs and signals from your guardian angels. Keep on getting signs from your guardian angels. People who like to use their fire. People who keep inspiring and motivating you. That's the proper use of fire, adding clarity to things. People who are not gatekeeping information. People who are inspiring you to go into hermit mode to balance things out. You have to get your rest so you can remember, okay, in hermit mode, you're getting downloads from source, right? Not familiar spirits who you don't know what to believe. You want the clear answers. You want clear answers from source, right? Yeah, so something you're about to stop talking about. You're not giving any more time to it. Something you are not giving any more time to. You're cleansing by air. Whenever you feel like you need some clarity, you are cleansing by your element. You're an air sign, and that's what you're going to do. Venus rules you in Taurus. Taurus is an earth sign. Taurus, usually when they need some clarity, they need to go outside and do some grounding or earthing. That's for you is perfect. Getting some air, go on open road, motorcycle or drive, bike, however you getting out there, that's what's going to clear something up for you. That's how you're going to get your synchronicities. You can see the same numbers on a license plate. You can stop and get gas. Those numbers that's on your receipt. You can stop at the grocery store, numbers on the receipt. You're going to start seeing synchronicities, all kinds of signs around you, colors, smells, everything. Those are messages from angels, right? That's going to help you balance some things out. Somebody is at peace when they're in air. You know, when you're feeling indecisive about something, you're at peace when you are out in your element in the air. So yeah, you're about to cut ties with energies who keep trying to who limits people abundance and their prosperity. In other words, try to separate them from their kids, try to do all kinds of stuff, trying to create some kind of division within families, lying about people behind their back. So Source is saying, you got some energies that have your back. You got some energies that have your back. This is the general reading, so take only what resonates with you. Source is like, yeah, these energies who lie behind people's backs and then use people as pawns to argue with people by being shady. Shady with their words, shady in their spirit, just shady across the board. Yeah, causing people to, families to stop talking to each other. These are families. Creating division between families to create families, all for financial gain. You are waking up. You are waking up, creating a problem, and then coming in acting like they're fixing it. Your third eye is open. You have a lot of ideas, and you do not want to waste your energy on energies who create a problem, and then come in and act like they're fixing it. But you have an idea who's behind what. So Source is saying to you, you're taking a note and learning how, no matter how disappointed you may be, you're learning how to get focused, cleansing by air, which is your element, and moving on quietly. You're learning how to travel light, no matter how brokenhearted and disappointed you may be. You're learning how to just move on quietly. Some people, they don't kick up a whole lot of dust. You got enough information. Some people don't kick up a whole lot of dust. They just move on quietly. They don't even want to be bothered with karmics who have an issue with energies. because of their sexuality, because of who they may have dated, been married to, because judging their kids, judging everything, creating all kinds of division and separation. So source is saying you are learning that you like to be in safe spaces. You like to be in safe spaces. You like to be where there's harmony, there's fairness, there's balance. Like I said, you all are equity, diversity, and inclusion. That's what I said in my previous reading. You'll wake up and you have that in common with certain people. Some people don't like to have their peace disrupted because they know how to use their fire properly. Some people know how to use their fire properly. They know how to inspire, motivate people to bring the best out in people. They don't gatekeep, with all this craziness going on. Some people are just inspirational. So, and some people inspire people to, like I said, somebody have a lot of familiar spirits around you. You have a lot of familiar spirits around you, where there's some energies who could be putting you in survival mode just because you're trying to move on quietly. You're trying to move on quietly. But these same energies do the same thing to other people. Rent apartment space, condos, or houses. They'll spend their money on the wrong stuff, becoming familiar with people's schedules to continue putting them in survival mode, creating division in families. So it's saying you are learning very quickly who's behind what. So yeah, light has been shining on some things. Your spiritual gifts have increased. As you're cutting ties with some energies, your spiritual gifts have increased. The light is shining on your spiritual gifts have increased. Matter of fact, you're about to start recognizing colors and signs and synchronicities and stuff like that of the energies around. You're going to be like, oh, okay, that's familiar to me because I was around certain people. Okay, I'm familiar with this. I'm familiar with how people talk about certain things. I'm familiar with this, familiar with that. That's what's getting ready to make sense to you. That's what's going to make things that didn't make sense before. You're going to start noticing things that are now familiar to you. Yeah. So that's going to help you learn how to be more conservative with your time. Yeah. Yeah, it's trying to help you to learn how to be more conservative with your time. Yeah. Because you weren't familiar with these things before because you had a lot of familiar spirits around you for a long time, creating a bunch of chaos and confusion where you could not think straight because every time you went into hermit mode, these energies act like, okay, let's start a warm conversation to distract you. Let's all get together. But they were actually preying on you, not praying for you. So you're learning. You are learning. When you go into hermit mode, you're going to start becoming familiar with energies who give you an opportunity to go into hermit mode without preying on you, P-R-E-Y, on you while you're in hermit mode, preying on you and preying on your kids and family members while you're in hermit mode, trying to process your downloads that you prayed about while you're in meditation. People preying on that. There it is. So justice for you and somebody. Justice for you and somebody. Yeah. Expansion. Yeah. Expansion. So you're learning how to spring forward, take a leap of faith. You're learning how to spring forward and take a leap of faith, right? You and somebody will no longer fall for the bait and switch anymore. You and somebody will no longer fall for that bait and switch anymore because you have ideas now who's behind the lies and putting people in survival mode and this kind of thing, right? So every time you want to speak highly of certain people, they want to go right into what's wrong with certain people. I know this about this. I know their family. I know their friends. I know who they used to worship with. They go right into the negative. And source is saying no. Every time you speak highly of something, you go right into the negative, and it's disappointing. That's not even how you all are wired. They know something about you. About you, your kids, your family. They know all the juicy dirt and gossip about people. So source is saying, And then what you have in common with certain energies, Libra, is that they say that you have a sharp tongue, a smart mouth. They say the same thing about other people who have moved on because they realized they were the ones that were shady. It's two sides of the sword here, right? Two sides of the sword, right? when people move on, to go back into hermit mode, to just gain clarity from source. Talked about behind their backs. These could be people you work with, whatever, familiar spirits. They're not going to your family and friends because they sincerely care to pray with you. They pray to try to get familiar with you. Anybody who needs to pray for you is not coming under the guise of prayer. They're going to pray for you. They're standing in agreement with what you're praying for. Yeah, so you got some coverage behind you. You got some energies who are covering you and who are behind you. You and somebody else. They are behind you. Meaning like in support of you. Right. They know people have been standing around just lying, creating, all kinds of, trying to create all kinds of blockages for you and somebody. So it's like a lot of people have that in common. Yeah. But like I said before, justice for you and somebody. You already won. You can get off the fence and stop overthinking something. You already won. Remember, time is relative. Speak it into existence. Speak it into existence. There's two karmics. Yeah, two karmics that's creating a bunch of mess. And for them, it's all about money. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's all about receiving money. That's it. Emotionally, you hit the jackpot. There it is. Emotionally, you hit the jackpot. That's how your wishes are being fulfilled, because you know what's being said about people behind their backs, and people have your back. That's what you and some other people have in common. When you move on quietly, it's disappointing what you got to hear to gossip about other people. People that they say they love. Right? Again, you and somebody won't be talking about certain things anymore as it relates to money, property, wills, this, that, the other. Though that made you and somebody a target with these karmic relationships. Because for them, it's all about money. That's it. You got it. Yeah. So if somebody has, somebody, I don't know who this is, but somebody could have new and exuberant love coming across their path. You could have increase at work. Something is coming across your path, but I do feel like you're going to spring forward. Something new and exciting. Love awaits, just like we started here. And it's coming back to this card right here, 4 of Wands. Coming back because you're back in the saddle again. You're a very responsible person. So it's just saying somebody's a go-getter, but you're traveling light. You're learning how to move on from bullying spirits and people who have been bullied. You learn how to quietly just move on from the disappointment. Just like, wow, these people have been bullied. They station familiar spirits around people to put people in survival mode, get all this stuff started, trying to make people look like they're argumentative and hostile, to say, see, I told you that person is argumentative. They're violent, when it's really a projection. The source is saying to you, you got it. You're paying attention. You're paying attention. All right, let's see what else we got. We're going to go ahead and close this out. But again, happy full moon. Happy full moon. Do not get into arguments with just people in general. Like I said, you can be disappointed with these bullies. Somebody cuts you off. The source is saying, wish them the best. Hopefully they get to their destination safely and on time. Because you got a lot of familiar spirits around you. You trying to get off the elevator. These energies, they act like they rushing to get in. Step aside. They just looking for a reason. Yep. You hashtag out here winning. And they know it. So don't spend everything at once. You got money coming across your path. Like I said, it's a win-win for you and somebody. So it's a win-win. And these energies are mad, but they're trying to act like they not. Yeah, so use opportunities that's arise. You got opportunities that's coming your way. But yeah, these energies are mad. They hot fish grease mad. But like I said, step aside. Let go of your worries. Yep, let go of your worries. So don't get into arguments with people. None of those things. Like I said, keep your vibrations high. Go ahead and start celebrating, because they were celebrating in advance. They were telling those kinds of lies about you. Oh, they argumentative. They this, they that. So it's just saying, you're fair-minded. You may have been influenced by certain energies, but once you start going into your hermit crab shell mode, that's when you started seeing things. So it's just trying to get you out of this. So it's just trying to get you, even though you're a divine masculine sign by default, I'm talking to men and women. Libras, you're ruled by a feminine planet, Venus. And so it's just trying to get you to use your fire properly, which is people leave your presence, they feel empowered. They feel like they have clarity of thought when they leave your presence. They feel motivated. They feel willful. They feel like you just like they can levitate when they leave your presence, versus the dark side of fire, which they feel like they have digestive issues, right? They feel like they feel exhausted, emotionally drained and exhausted, like they just came off the ropes in a boxing ring. Like literally energetically they feel that way. So because they have that kind of, you could be connected to some energies. But yeah, so watch a movie, make a vision board. Watch a movie, make a vision board. Yeah, you all are very fair-minded sign, and some people that you could be connected to, that's not their spirit. Source is saying that's a karmic relationship. They haven't resolved something within themselves, and that's okay. But you're detaching. You are detaching because you resolve something within yourself. So, yeah. So that's okay. Everybody's not going to get along. But Source is saying some people, they don't get along. They create more fires. That's not your energy. That's not your energy. You're pursuing happiness. You're not waiting for it until you got new and exciting love awaiting for you. For some of you all, if that's what you want. But again, if you're already in a romantic relationship, new and exciting love could be a grandchild for somebody, really, because I'm seeing somebody's pregnant here. You have new and exciting love coming across your path. New and exciting love awaits. You could have new and exciting career. You could be having, some new hobbies. But you're definitely keeping a promise to yourselves. You're keeping a promise to yourselves. Yeah, you're keeping a promise to yourselves. So somebody could have love coming across their path, right? You're definitely good enough, certainly good enough. Somebody could have had a couple of divorces, or some energies, like I said, familiar. It could be familiar with that, but they're not going. Familiar spirits, dark side of familiar spirits, they could be familiar with. You could have had some divorces or whatever. That's all they talk about. That's all they talk about. They could have 10 divorces under their belts, but they're going to talk about your 2. So don't give it any energy. None. No air whatsoever. And it's just disappointing. It's disappointing because you're hearing it from people's karmics, just like people hear from your karmics. They sitting somewhere looped in a karmic cycle, child. They can't get you off their mouth. They can't get you off their mind, poor things, doing this. So keep the promise to yourself. Keep the promise to yourself. Yeah. They out here trying to find another you. I can't find another you. I'm trying to tell you, Libra, they cannot find another you. They can search high and low. They can go to the moon. They can't find another you. Poor things. Child, they just need to do the shadow work, really. They need to do the shadow work. They need to free themselves just like you freed yourself. There it is, detachment. So with detachment, you finally feel whole inside. With or without the fulfillment of a particular desire, ironically, that's often when it's fulfilled. Yeah. Child, they couldn't find another you. They can find a child, I don't know whatever. They can't find another you. But they trying, though. They are trying. They trying hard. They trying to find another you. They can't. They searching high and low. Why? Because you was the most fair-minded energy they had, and they messed it up because they don't want to do their own shadow work. So they got to post familiar spirits around you about talking about some money. You cost them some money. Don't even give yourself 5 seconds to believe that. Yep, energetic pull. Yep, so true masters know that you create through your actions, right? Through your actions. Do not hesitate when you feel the energy pulling you. So follow it fearlessly and move worlds. Yeah. Break these karmic cycles. Break these karmic cycles. That's what I have for you. Hopefully this has been helpful. But yeah. Yeah, they put all these familiar spirits around you lying about you, but somehow they cannot pry themselves away from your energy. Yeah, they, like I said, trying to find everything that looks like you, that's like you. They're trying to, it's sad actually. Here we have movement. So it's your auric layer. I'm telling you, it's your auric layer. See all this? This right here is in sync. It's just how you move. They can't, child. If they could put you on a copying machine and copy you, they would. But it still won't be. Anyway, this is what I have for you all. Keep your vibrations high. You all are free of all of this. I do see you praying and meditating more. Don't fall. You and somebody will not be falling for the you know, for the you know, the bait and switch. You know, hermit mode, like I said before, really do. A lot of people do thrive in hermit mode. And there will be some people who will believe you, some people who don't, some people who will intentionally place familiar spirits around you to get familiar with what you're doing while you're in hermit mode. I mean, they will move right next door to you, park right next to you, trying to get familiar. Like they literally are stalking to try to get familiar with everything that you're doing. They can't even, they're the ones that's not free because they're so busy trying to get familiar with your schedule. They can't even have a life of their own. They're so busy trying to get familiar with yours. Now that is sad. So, and the poor copycat, whoever the energy are that they're trying to copy, you know, trying to copy. Child, some of them, anyway, that's what I have for you. Happy full moon. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.